Concealer creasing is one of those universal beauty frustration, and it's easy for you to blame it on your technique or the product. So in today's video, we are going to be looking at what you cannot control when it comes to concealer creasing under your eyes. If you're someone who likes to consume 10-15 seconds beauty tutorials, this video is not for you. But if you're looking for a solution to stop concealer creasing under your eyes, then this video is for you, so keep on watching. Let's look at what we cannot control when it comes to concealer creasing under our eyes. The first thing you need to realize is your eyes are mobile, your eyes moves, you use your eyes to make expressions. The skin under your eyes is the thinnest on your entire body. It is not as thick as the one on your cheek and your forehead. So it acts like a tissue paper, fold easily, especially when you make those, facial expressions. Skin under your eyes cannot self-hydrate. It means that it doesn't produce natural moisture, just like the one on your T-zone. So this part of your under eye is usually dry. It doesn't have any sebaceous glands. It doesn't produce any oil. So whenever you apply concealer on it, especially when you apply concealer that are long wear, those type of concealer are usually dry concealer. So when you apply it on it without applying any form of hydration under your eyes, it sucks a moisture in that concealer. It leaves behind the pigment, the dry pigment, to settle into the line. So your under eye moves, it is not stiff. So it is normal for you to have some creases when you apply concealer. Now let's go into how to manage it, because you cannot completely erase it. And make sure your under eye is well hydrated, and you need a pea size of that hydrating product. You don't have to pack it onto your under eyes, because it will take time to absorb into your skin, and if it doesn't dry well before you apply your concealer, that will also cause your concealer to slide and move around. Time to settle really well before you go ahead and apply your concealer. So I'm going to be using two different types of concealer. This one has hydration, and without hydrating your under eye, you can go ahead and use it. And the second one here is a matte concealer that dries down, so you need to hydrate your under eyes before you use it. When it comes to the application, always have at the back of your mind the rules of less is more. Don't apply directly under your lash line. You see where I'm placing the concealer, exactly where you want to place it. And by the time you blend it out, it will still extend to your under eye. But whatever you're extending under your eyes is not going to be as much as what you place down initially. It's just going to be like a transition of that concealer, like a lighter version of that concealer. So I'm going to go to the other side and use a thick one. This one we will need to leave it to build up before we blend it out, because that dries matte, while this other one has hydration, like a skincare infused concealer. So anytime you want to blend it out, it will blend out, it doesn't dry down. So when it comes to blending out your concealer, you can use a brush or a beauty sponge. Note, when you're using a beauty sponge, it helps to take away from the coverage of that concealer and help you to blend out seamlessly and give it like a skin-like finishing. So when you use a concealer that doesn't have coverage in it, note that the concealer will not be as full coverage as it is before you apply it. Then when it comes to setting your under eyes, make sure you tap off excess from the setting powder and use a beauty sponge to tap into it. Now look at my under eyes. Just for that few time that I picked my beauty sponge and all of that, the concealer settled into that line under my eyes. So you don't want to go ahead and set it right away. You need to go ahead and smooth out that concealer. Make sure it is well blended out, because if you set it, it is going to leave a creasing line. So while you blend it out, before you look down, make sure your beauty sponge has the setting powder on it already. Then use that to quickly set your under eyes. In fact, I would advise that when you blend one eye out, set the eye first before you go into the second eye and blend it out. So I'm going to make sure I blend this part out really well, and please use setting powder. Okay, once you dust off excess from your setting powder, you will not be packing so much under your eyes. So use enough setting powder to hold that creamy product to stay in place and to stop it from moving around. Because one of the reasons why your under eye crease is because you're not setting it well. You're not using enough setting powder. So for the other eyes, we are going to be blending that out. And at this point, this one is already dry. In fact, I can tell you. In fact, I struggled with this one. Blending it out was a struggle for me. But this type of concealer are that type of concealer that usually stay put. It doesn't move, provided you prep your under eye really well, because it is this type of concealer that exaggerate the under eye really well. It settles into the line really well. So you have to make sure you blend it out very well. So I went ahead to add a bit of concealer because I noticed it wasn't enough. So I added a little bit and I didn't bother to wait for this one to dry down. So I just blended it out straight away. So I connected it to the concealer at the outer part of my eyes. So that's the whole purpose. There's no point to apply a concealer. There's no point applying a concealer from a triangular shape from the inner part of your eyes to the outer part of your eyes, especially if you notice that your under eye creases very fast. But this type of application, the triangular application, works for some type of under eyes. For me, I can apply the triangular one because I really do not have creasing. I really do not have line under my eyes, so it works for me. So I'm doing the same thing here. If you noticed, I am blending my under eye, and I also have the setting powder in my other hand. The excess is I don't want to make a mistake of looking down after blending, because in the moment you look down, the concealer will settle into the lines under your eyes. So while blending, keep your setting powder in one hand. So when you blend, just eyeball or try and just know where you put it, how to locate the setting powder in your other hand. Just have excess and just go and set it immediately. That way you're not going to have any creasing line, and the concealer will not settle into the lines under your eyes. I'm still taking my time to add more setting powder, and don't worry, this setting powder is not that typical setting powder with talc in it. This one is finely milled, so it is really light. It sets the under eyes and blurs the pores at the same time. So the mistake you are making is not setting your under eye really well. So there's nothing like not using enough setting powder. You need to use enough setting powder, but you need to apply it strategically by dusting out excess from it. And look at what I have. My under eye is properly set. It is dry, but not so dry to the point that it will make my under eye wrinkled. It is really smooth and well blurred out, and that is what we are going for. So this is going to be extra step that you need to take if you want a flawless airbrush under eyes. You will need to apply a compact powder. So the compact powder you're going to be applying is what would determine the finished look of your under eyes. We have we have powder foundation, and we have just a regular compact powder. In this video, I am basically using a regular compact powder. This gives a skin-like finishing, and it sets the under eyes. It is really beautiful. It had a bit of coverage to your under eyes. So, and that's it. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. I believe with this video, you're able to tell what type of concealer to pick for your under eyes and what not. What do you all think about this tutorial? Let me know down in the comment section. Do not forget to subscribe, leave a comment, share with your friends, and I'll see you all in my next video. And don't forget that the product used in this video is going to be listed down in the description box. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.